three main areas that contribute to an organization's overall effectiveness. These are financial management, which is focused on establishing budget based on organizational goals, and monitoring and controlling expenses and revenues. The other is operations management, which is focused on forward planning and goal setting, setting up, implementing, and managing initiatives to meet goals and working effectively within external and internal environments. The last area is human resource management, which will be our topic for this video. So what is HRM?
HRM, or Human Resource Management, is a function in organizations designed to maximize employee performance in service of an employer's strategic objectives. HR is primarily concerned with the management of people within organizations, focusing on policies and on systems. According to the Cultural Human Resource Council and Cultural Careers Council Ontario, human resource management encompasses everything you do to get the best from the organization's most valuable resource, your employees.
Originally, human resource management was not referred as human resource management itself. The term human resource management has been commonly used for about the last 10 to 15 years. Prior to that, the field was generally known as personnel administration. Human resource management established itself as a discipline because of the different milestones that happened in the past. So, let's turn back time and see what stuffs happened in between.
Industrial welfare was the first form of human resource management. In 1833, the Factories Act stated that there should be male factory inspectors. In 1878, legislation was passed to regulate the hour of work for children and women by having a 60-hour week. During this time trade, unions started to be formed.
In 1890 to 1910, Frederick Taylor developed his ideas on scientific management, also known as Taylorism. Taylor advocates scientific selection of workers based on qualifications and also argues for incentive-based compensation systems to motivate employees. 1921, the National Institute of Psychologists established and published results of studies on selection tests, interviewing techniques and training methods.
In 1930 to 1935, the interpretation of the Hawthorne studies begins to have an impact on management through the practice. Hawthorne studies was a series of investigations conducted in the 1920s by Elton Mayo and Fritz Roester Berger, emphasizing the socio-psychological aspects of human behavior in organizations. The Hawthorne studies found that monetary incentives and good working conditions are generally less important in improving employee productivity than meeting employees' need and desire to belong to a group to be included.
In 1960 to 1985, in the US, the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed. The personal function is dramatically affected by the Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination on the basis of race, color, sex, religion, and natural origin. In the years following the passage of the CRA, equal employment opportunity and affirmative action became key human resource management responsibilities.
1985 to present. Three trends dramatically impact HRM. The first trend is the increase in diversity of labor force in terms of age, gender, race, and ethnicity. HRM concerns evolved from EEO and affirmative action to managing diversity. The second trend is the globalization of business and accompanying technological revolution. These factors have led to dramatic changes in transportation, communication, and labor force. The third trend, which is related to the first two, is focused on HRM as a strategic function. HRM concerns and concepts must be integrated into the overall strategic planning of the firm in order to cope with rapid change, intense competition, and pressure for increased efficiency. The various milestones led into the development of today's human resource discipline and its functions. There are 7 functions that the Human Resource Management Department serves. First is staffing. The Human Resource Manager must identify and monitor the current and required skills or abilities of staff.
All good. I guess you already know that being a salesperson requires good communication skills. So every week we will be having our training and seminars. I'm expecting all you to come because that will help you to become a better salesperson. So every month we expect you to reach your quotas. So good luck, guys.
The HR team is also responsible in the performance management and employee relations. They are responsible in developing an appropriate performance evaluation system, ensures that the management conduct regular and effective performance reviews, and monitors follow-up action plans that result from performance reviews. They also assess and address current supervisory issues and administrative difficulties, and analyze the internal or external influences or employment trends that affect the workplace.
Guys, you done well. Give yourself a round of applause. Okay, so pwede na kayo bumalik sa workstation niyo. Thank you, sir. Go, man. Sorry. So, Mr. Goman, you done with your performance review?
Yes, sir.
So, is there any problems, issues?
Sir, napapadalas po yung pag-absent po sa Balena. It's just like mga 3 times a week na lang siya pumasok.
Then, do you follow actions based on that, right?
Another thing, sir, there are some issues among our employees in the marketing department. How would you like me to handle it?
Call them and ask both of their presence. I would like you to talk to them and finish with those issues. We don't need conflict in our company.
Noted, sir.
Developing compensation and benefits policies that are consistent with organizational goals and within the context of legal, regulatory, taxation, and community framework is also one of the functions of HR department. They are also responsible in maintaining a competitive position in the cultural community regarding compensation levels and benefits and in negotiating employment contracts and collective agreements.
Miss Balena,
Sir.
have you checked all the legal papers that we need?
Yes sir, ito na po yung lahat ng documents. Gusto ko lang po yung about dun sa benefits.
Yes, about the benefits. Miss Balena, please make sure that you communicate all well to our employees and please make sure that everything is up to date. We need to be in line in our community when it comes to compensation to our employees. Okay?
Yes po, sir.
The HR department also gives great significance to employees' workplace, health, and safety. They need to evaluate practices in the areas of health, safety, security, and workers' compensation, and identifying workplace health and safety issues. They must also conduct a regular review of existing HR policies and practices in this area.
Sir, pakisuot na lang, sir. Pakisuot na. Ay, good morning, sir.
Okay. Oh,
Balik na ako guys sa kabilang kumpanya.
ano nangyari?
Nakakot daw!
Oh, ikaw to.
Bakit?
Naku, kuya, narinig niyo po ba yung balita sa kabilang company na nalooban daw?
Yes ma'am, yung kabilang company ma'am, katabing company natin. Actually, bali, naganap na po talaga yung mga loob-loob na yun, mga akyat bahay kung hinali ma'am.
Kaya
Pero,
kuya,
ma'am,
kayo, lagi niyong i-check yung security camera dito para naman na-ensure natin yung safety ng lahat ng employees.
Ayaw po ma'am, makakasa po kayo dyan. Actually, yung agency po namin, nagkalaga ng training para sa mga security guard. Yung Alpha ma'am, thank you.
Training and development is said to be the most important role of an HR manager. The HR manager does the evaluation and comparing of actual organizational performance to performance expectations. They also do analyze the possible sources of ineffectiveness, such as lack of knowledge, skills, ability, or appropriate behavior, and develop training or development activities, including coaching and mentoring, to increase the effectiveness of human resources.
Alright everyone, I'd like to congratulate po for having met our goal for this month. So, palawakan natin so, for this month, as well as expected with you guys, I heard mga issue na napapalibot sa ating team. So, I decided guys na next Friday, we will be having our team building. So, let's try po ang bawat isa sa inyo na pumunta. Siyempre, you know, we'll be doing this to build a relationship among us in this company and might as well resolve your communication problem. So, okay ba sa iyo?
Yes!